What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. If you've been here before, I'm NeonMushroom in the middle of a stream here, getting ready to play some blue-white Tog. I'm going to pull this up again, actually. I'll show it off. This is a list that I have played once, and I played it off camera, and hopefully this goes up on Twitter today. But I, 5 times in a row, 2-0'd my opponents in the first league I played with it. I don't remember the first round, but I beat the Rock, Black-White Control, Flinker, and Moneyball. The Rock, Black-White Control, and Moneyball are typically bad matchups for blue-black Tog, and the white cards I have access to made it feel very good. This is blue-white Psychatog. What does that mean? Psychatog is a blue-black creature, so normally you see it paired with cards like Smother, cards like Duress, Vendetta, Engineered Plague, other various black sideboard cards. Very strong. But what if, instead, we just splash the black so we can cast the Psychatog, and we played a blue-white deck around it instead? So this is, at first glance, this might look like Growless Grow, but I think more aptly, it's a merging of blue-black Psychatog and Armageddon, and I'll explain what I mean. The mana base is very growy. 4 City of Brass, 4 Flooded Strand, a bunch of islands and a plains, 4 diamonds. This is grow classic, build your own mana base. But then we get into the Tog stuff. So the Tog stuff is 4 Gush, 2 Foil, the Wonder, the Foth, the Togs, Counterspells, Impulses, Accumulated Knowledge, Ops, and Portents. That's very Toggy. But then we've got cards that are really in both GAT and TGED, but this deck doesn't really play quite like GAT. We've got 4 Swords to Plowshares, 2 Armageddons, sometimes certain TGED lists will play Fire Rates, but that's like a hybrid pick from those cards. And this combination, again, it looks just like GAT, but it plays more like a refined control deck than a tempo deck like GAT tries to be sometimes. And it's really just like putting Psychatog in play, and instead of supporting it with Smother and Duress, you're supporting with STP and Armageddon. That's kind of the main board. The sideboard doesn't have the selection of Engineered Plague. Since we play Swords in the main, we're doing a combination of Swords plus Pyroclasm. We've also got Tsabo's Web to supplement the Armageddons, a single Disenchant. Then we've got some Annuls, Hydroblast, some Call of the Herds, really good against the black decks. And then a couple Ivory Towers against Sly. This is a really cool deck, and I want to play it, so we're going to hop into a league. All right, round 1, and our hand is pretty interesting. We've got STPs plus AK and Counterspell. This is just a control hand, and we'll keep it. Hey, Shroom, good. Oh, it's Umodian. Ayo. I just realized we were playing against Umodian. So this is almost certainly going to be Mad Dog is going to be the opponent, which means these Swords to Plowshares are better than my Counterspell. Plains into Tireless Tribe, yeah, we're just going to rip a Swords off that in their upkeep. City of Brass is cool. I don't want to extend it. They play Wasteland. Yeah, we're just going to go fetch, grab a Plains. I'll do this in their upkeep, though. That way, if they want to get tricky with Basking Root Walls, I get to see it first. All right, now we're in your upkeep. Swords. And now if they go Wild Mongrel, same thing. Swords. Patrol Hound Swords. Another Tireless Tribe Swords. We untap, we draw. It's a foil. We play Plains. We play Sword. Well, same deal. Upkeep's a little bit better, right? All right, Swords. The reason we're taking the tribes out so aggressively is because we're concerned with their ability to get Glory into the bin. We're concerned with their Madness cards. We don't want these cards to exist for any amount of time. So I am just going to deal with them aggressively. Shit, I might even foil a dog here. Brushland. Mad Dog is such a dumb name since Mad Dog is an actual card and part of the Wild Mongrel Patrol Hound cycle. I get where you're coming from, but I'm not calling the deck Little Kid. I like Mad Dog. All right, you've got a Basking Root Walla. Does About Face show up anymore? That's a different deck. This is a different deck from the normal tribe decks. We draw an Impulse, we play an Island, now we're chilling. We got 2 cards in hand. We're going to try to do some farming, get a Tog into play. Their hand almost certainly contains either an Arrogant Worm or a Swords to Plowshares. Given that they just played a Basking Root Walla and they didn't Madness anything into play, they probably top decked the Basking Root Walla. So they probably capped on Tribe plus Arrogant Worm. They go to combat, they can attack, are you going to pump? They're not. This means they're going to extend something. Blue-White Patrol Hound, aggressively convert a Counterspell into that. Draw a City of Brass, we'll just play it, and now we're big chillin'. Fetch to 20, makes sense. Forest, on tap, they go to 3 in hand. Another Plains. Here I think they should pump. Can't think of any 4-drop they'd want to play. I guess not. Oh, Call the Herd. But they don't do that either. Okay, well, we're just going to take this moment to AK into Impulse. 3rd City of Brass is very bad. We're looking to pitch that to the foil. Another AK would be serviceable here. A Tog would be fine. STP's interesting. I think we'll take the Tog, betting that we'll draw an island at some point so we can protect it with foil. Next turn, on tap, draw. There's a Portent. Let's try to find an island. They've almost certainly got an STP in hand. Oh, an AK is pretty good, along with, yeah, we'll take these cards in this order, actually. 1, 2, 3, no shuffle. I'm just going to hold the City of... Well, I guess I can hardcast foil. Not super likely to happen, but I guess if City of Brass gets eaten up by an Armageddon, I'm fine with that. We'll just pass. Take a draw off the Portent. Would we foil a Glory here? I think we would. Attack for 1. I feel like they should be pumping here. There we go. We got a pump. Take the damage. We passing? All right, let's draw through the rest of that Portent pile. Go to my turn. Untap draw. Is it an island? It is. So now I can play a protected Psychatog. I think that's where we're at. Let's Portent ourselves first. STP plus 2 islands. I do want the STP, but I'm not really interested in the islands. We're going to shuffle. And then let's go 1, 2 plus a black source. No response. Toggy-tog. Pass. Oh, I guess they don't have STP. What are they holding? Opsifine draw. White, green, wild mongrel. This is fine. Came for Blades. Where's she at? Oh, we already finished that league. Sorry. Ooh, white, tog. Done. Got it. Okay, they're going to play a Savannah Lion. So now my Fire Ice is super live. That's good. How did it run? It was fine. We got a 3-2 with it. Attacking doesn't work here. So this is going to be quite good for me. Do I need to just take the damage to opt here? I think tempo matters. Tap for a blue. Go to 11. Cast and opt. Counterspell. It's like fine. Can we do better? I think the Counterspell is... I suspect now that they have a Glory in their hand. I think we'll take it. We might wind up needing it. It's close. Next turn. Fact or Fiction's a great pickup. Let's start with losing some more life. 1, we're going to cast Fire, hitting 1, 2 dudes. Done. And we'll make a red here. No response. No response. All right, here we've got face up. 6.5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.5 points of damage. 14, really. This Fact or Fiction only is lethal with a 4-1 split, I believe. So let's just poke. They can't kill us yet. Oh, they want the smoke. Okay. Exile 2. We win this battle every time. They must think we have Gush. Damage. They pitch. There is a Glory. I was correct. We'll exile 2 more. Portent, Portent. You want to go Hellbent? So we got a 3-3 versus a 3-4. Damage. All right. Now I think we're hard chilling. We're not even going to play a Lamb. We're just going to pass. All right. We get there. All right. What do we want against Mad Dog? Pyroclasm's kind of weird. It only sometimes kills Basking Root Walla. It never kills Wild Mongrel. It never kills Tireless Tribe. It can kill a Patrol Hound, but it never kills Call the Herd, and it doesn't kill a lot. I think Pyroclasm falls under the purview of a trap. Disenchant, I'm actually pretty interested in. I'm a little bit scared of Curse Scroll. Annul, I'm not that scared of Curse Scroll. No Hydroblast. Tsabo's Web, pretty interesting. Ivory Tower, pretty interesting. Call of the Herd, interesting adjacent. On the draw, I don't know if you want it. Kills dogs and lions. It does. It's very situational. You know what else kills dogs and lions? Fire Ice and Swords to Plowshares. Now, if we end up having enough we want to take out, we'll probably supplement with Pyroclasm, but we'll see. Armageddon, I think, is actively bad, especially on the draw. Tsabo's Web's just a strict improvement to that. Same with Foil. Not great. I think Wonder's good. Gush is good. AK Impulse. Counterspell is a little bit shaky. I think I can cut an opt, maybe even 2. And then from there, it's like, do I trim a Counterspell? Is it 2 tempo negative? And is Call of the Herd or Pyroclasm better? That's a shaky one, too. I think Call of the Herd actually has reasonable text. It makes their protection color really hard. I think Call of the Herd might be, on the play, Call of the Herd's probably better. On the draw, maybe we try to sneak some 2-for-1s with the Pyroclasm. I think that this is okay. Submit deck. I'm expecting maybe Orange Chant. We got the Ivory Tower, but no lands. We have to ship this. Ivan, do you have access to 4th edition foreign black border cards on that DB account? I don't use that Magic the Gathering online. I do not. I will mulligan this. I think I only have English cards the way this DB account's set up. All right, this hand has double diamond, Ivory Tower, which is a little bit clunky. We probably keep this shipping a diamond, and we probably don't even play the diamond for a little bit. We'll just see what they force me to do. Fetching almost certainly for a white source to play Lions or Tribe. Yeah, Lions is a must STP. Wonder's a fine pickup here. Not exciting, but not awful. Do I have to get the City of Brass into play right now? I kind of don't want to expose Diamond just yet. Let's just go... Let me see, City of Brass, and if I play Ivory Tower, I gain 1 life, but I pay a life, so we're life neutral. No, let's STP the Lion right now. No thoughts, only removal. Go. Another land. This one's a factory. So Tsabo's Web, come to me. Patrol Hound's here. There's an island. We will play an island, tap it for an Ivory Tower. And do I want a Mox Diamond as well? It takes the Ivory Tower offline for a while, and it also pits us off Gush, so I don't. We're just going to pass. We'll just have to be comfortable taking 2 from a Mishra's Factory. It's not ideal, but we'll see what we can get away with. Call the Herd would be a disaster here for sure. I just traded 2 foreign black border German discs, translated back to English, called Nevin Arrow's Wonderful Disc, which is very funny to me. That's awesome. All right, we'll gain nothing off this first tower. All right, now we've got islands, and I think we're chilling. If they were going to Arrogant Worm, they were certainly supposed to do it on their turn, but they may have just been holding it for the meme of it. Just a Root Walla. That does make sense. All right, now we're under a meaningful clock. Gush will give us some life equity under this Ivory Tower, but we have to find it. On the play, I think we're going to lose this game. We're going to play it to the bitter end. But on the play, I think I'm swapping the Pyroclasm for Call of the Herds and maybe even an extra opt just to have some extra dudes to get in combat. And I might swap the Tsabo's webs for Armageddons on the play since I'm a diamond deck. Attack for 3. I have no effects. I will take 3. Would you like to make it 5? I would. I would do that. They do that. I will take 5. They pass to me. I will untap, take a draw, gain no life. This Ivory Tower is stone cold doing nothing for us. Tsabo's web is a reasonable top deck here. We'll play it, hopefully find Gush. STP is also a reasonable pickup here. I think I'll hold it. Maybe I'm also holding land too. No, I think it's better to diamond. I can't keep paying life to the City of Brass. Pitch an island and we'll just ship the turn. Gush is how we get out of this game. If we can start gaining some life to this Ivory Tower, we start to look much, much healthier. Combat for 3, no effects. We're pumping. We're taking out the lizard. That represents the most damage. So that's the thing we want to get. Now this is a 6-turn clock. We'll probably be able to find a way out of that. Maybe we even hardcast Wonder here. AK, I like hardcasting Wonder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yield. We can take the first block off, force them to pitch something. If they miss their land, they can't Arrogant Worm. Saves us 2 life, gets the Wonder where we wanted it the whole time anyway. Attackers. Yeah, we'll take this block. Got a Worm. They've got a Glory. That works just as well. I would keep AK since Wonder only saves 1 life and down a card. I would AK since Wonder only saves 1 life and down a card. Yeah, we kind of could have AK'd. The problem is I want to use all my mana that turn, is my thinking. Island, let's go ahead and fire off an AK now. Gush. We'll Gush now. Another AK. Yeah, we'll put a land back into play. We're just going to pass. I'm not even going to bother with a Tog. We'll see if they have Worm. They have a Worm. We'll let the Madness trigger go onto the stack. We'll let them pay for the Worm. And then we're probably going to fire off an AK because we might foil that. No, we took our foils out. So we'll actually just let this go. And then we'll see if we can find an STP. Tap, blue, AK for 2. No STP, but we'll set a stop on our upkeep and we'll try to gain some life off of this, not really try. We're just going to gain life off this Ivory Tower if they don't disenchant it. All right, you may attack me. I have nothing for it. For 6. End step. In response to the Ivory Tower trigger, we will AK for 3. And let's gain some life. Up to 7, take a draw. All right, here, I think we're on Portent for Swords to Plowshares, meaning we need to set a stop in their upkeep. So if we find that, we can get it down before they're able to activate Patrol Hound. Alternatively, we could just play Psychatog. That way, if they go to Swords it, we can gain like 1,000,000 billion life. I could see that being pretty good too. Pyroclasm's also interesting. There's a lot of interesting plays here. If you land Pyroclasm, you keep max hand and draw out the game. I do. That's true. Just like take out the Patrol Hound. If you Tog and they Glory, are you dead? Yeah, because Tog's going to cost me a life. That's very true. So that boils our lines down to we can Portent, looking for SCP, of which we've seen 2. So not horribly likely. Maybe Pyroclasm's the play. If they have a Basking Root Wall, we're dead. But I think like a lot of things kill us. We could do it off Diamond, but I kind of want to keep gaining life and drawing the game out as long as possible. Yeah, I think we're going to class them, and we're going to pay a life to do so as well. Red. Do you have Basking Root Walla? They don't. Okay, we will ship the turn. I actually value gaining 3 life over pitch casting Diamond to Portent. This is where they juke me and they rank where the Arrogant Worm, and I'm upset. 4, I go to 2. Got another dude in that hand? They do, it's a Wild Mongrel. We'll need an out to that, so let's gain a bunch of life. Draw a card. All right, let's tap a blue and Portent me. There's an STP. Okay. We'll bury the City of Brass underneath the... As much as I would love to Gush into STP, I suspect Emodian might be interested on some level in... maybe I have to take the risk. Because if I can gain a bunch of... No, I might lose. So, chat, I might lose to exactly the card Orm's Chant. But if this works out, if I'm able to like Gush into the swords, I'm going to have so many cards in my hand, I can really offset that Arrogant Worm. Because as of right now, I will just Swords the Wild Mongrel and go to 1. Then we untap with the same problem. I think we take a risk here. Stack Swords, stack Gush, no shuffle. Then it gets really interesting. Like, do we play a Psychatog? I don't think so. I don't think we play anything, actually. An island. We can play an island for sure. Then we pass. Glory's in the graveyard. Yep, I have a Mishra's Factory and they can't untap these. Let's tap. Let's draw off of my Portent. Tap for a blue. Gush. Do you have Orm's Chant? All right, Swords to Plowshares. Hit the, unfortunately, the Wild Mongrel. Tap for a white. It costs 3 to activate, exactly. And I'll let that mana float away. Now we're at 5. Now, the chance they don't have a follow-up creature is super low, but if they keep missing their land, we have an avenue here. Yeah, there's a good chance I was supposed to Tog as well. I was really worried about it not working out and the City of Brass bringing me to 4 life. That would be pretty bad for me. All right, I'll go to 1. All right, they're tapping to play a Wild Mongrel, so they don't have Glory up. Ooh, but they're going wide. That's bad for us. All right, we'll take it on tap, gain 1 billion life. Another land does not help. All right, we're stone cold dead to Glory here. We're quite flooded. We'll go to game 3. In game 3, I think I do want to take these out, the Clasms. I want to bring the Call of the Herds in. And I think that there's a chance that Armageddon's actually serviceable when I'm on the play. Not so much when I'm on the draw. Yo, finally caught alive. What's going on, Frylock? How you doing? Feels like I should be cutting something. Could just be the opt. Get a couple Geddons in there. And I'll try this configuration on the play. Disenchant, yeah, it's in the main. They play Cursed Scroll. Cursed Scroll fucks me up pretty bad. Frylock in chat. Nice. Still stoked to go turn 1 Ivory Tower. Ivory Tower is significantly less good than... Yeah, on the play, maybe it's actually not where I want to be. Maybe I actually would prefer Tsabo's Web since I'm down a card. Let's try that. I'm not certain about it, but I think I'm going to go back to Tsabo's Web. Ivory Tower feels like it's really good against a lot of the meta. It is, but I would rather have it on the draw versus Mad Dog, I think, because I'm up a card, and I'm on the draw, so I'm already on the back foot, so Ivory Tower kind of helps with playing that game plan. But now I kind of want to like tempo out a Tog and to try to Armageddon them. I could even see like dropping a single Tog just to get like an opt back in the deck to be a little bit more conscious of my curve. But I think that this is okay. I think this will work out. All right, we're on the play, so I'll take the play. This hand is powered by Mono, City of Brass, and I have a Gush. I don't think so. No, we'll mulligan that. This hand simply has a Tsabo's Web, and the Wonder is an easy mulligan. Keep, pitch, Wonder, done. Emodian also mulligans to 6, although they're on the draw, so it hurts a little bit less. We can't cast this Call of the Herd, but like Diamond or a City of Brass will be a serviceable draw. Pass to you. They play a Savannah Lions. It's not fine, but it's like, it is what it is. We'll draw an Impulse, and I think I will play a Web over Impulsing. I just want to get it into play now. We'll use our life as a resource for a little bit. Maybe if we can draw a green source, we can get this Call of the Herd going. Ivory Tower feels like a trap to me. No, I think against Sly, it's very, very good. It's less good against Mad Dog for sure. All right, you may attack me. I shall take 2 mana means either Patrol Hound or like Tireless Tribe, Savannah Lions number 2. Savannah Lions number 2, Tireless Tribe, okay. So big dudes. Flooded Strand does not help us. Let's actually main phase the Impulse. See if we can find a Swords to Plowshares. We find a Fire Ice with no red source. I think we have to take it and assume our deck's going to work with us and find us a Fire Ice. We'll play basic planes and we will ship the turn. This is quite fast, which is not great for us. And if they have Glory, it's probably lights out, but we can like AK to try to find the red source. All right, declare attackers. If they're holding up all that mana, the chance that they have the bad thing is pretty high. Let's go Diamond. Let's go City of Brass. End step, next turn, untap, draw. There's Diamond. Let's pitch cast it. Pitching the Flooded Strand. I almost wonder if I'm supposed to get my Call the Herd going here. Or do I just need to like be uber brave? I can make them spend the mana on their turn. That seems better. All right, pass. Crumble. Well, now they can't stop me. Red, white, fire. 1, 2, done. All right, that resolves. I gain 4 life. That seems pretty good to me. Wait, wasn't I supposed to gain 4? Oh no, that's not that one. That's not how that card works. That's not the one that they play in Modern. This one gains life equal to its mana value. So crumbling 0 drops is pretty good. I'll take 1. Windy, tap for a white. Lions number 2. Yeah, Nature's Claim, that's the one. 1, 2, AK. Another Diamond, land off the top. Love it. Cast. Pitch. I think I'll Call the Herd first. Green, white, whatever. All right, cool. We got to Call the Herd in the bin. We pass. We got Arrogant Worm as the last card. Or is it STP? I think they would have STP'd us on our turn. I think instead of another Call of the Herd, we're likely to Psychatog next turn, so Glory can't blank blocks. Attackers, I don't think you can. End step, my turn. Untap, draw. AK for 2. Yeah, we take that risk. Try to draw land. Nice. Land, Tog. I'm not going to get Froggy. I'm going to respect that they might have an Arrogant Worm and just pass. They also could be holding a land with an activated ability to make my Tsabo's Web look less valuable. That's certainly a line. They're just passing. Start pecking with something. Ooh, Portent me. Gush, Armageddon. Counterspell, Impulse, Tog. I mean, I will take Counterspell, Impulse. I'll bury the Tog in an attempt to Impulse past it. Meaning that I think I'll actually chill out for the turn. Can I just like get in for 1? Feels free. Attack. They block. What are they going for? A glory line? I'll make them show it to me. Lose island, lose Flooded Strand. Damage? They didn't need to sack the Savannah Lions there. I'm not sure why they made that play. You may go. You fetch. They weren't in threat of death here. They could have just taken the chip for 1 and maintained a blocker for future turn. Now we have Counterspell. It's certainly getting better for opponent. Amodian, architect of the Mad Dog, green-white madness deck. Very, 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 very talented player. However, my hand is kind of just working out for us. All right, my turn. Combat, same deal. I'm going to poke for 1. Now I'm going to play really, really defensively. They just take the peck. That's all I'm giving them. Go. Did you find that worm? They're just root walling. That's fine. I'm actually like chill trading an elephant for it. If they were going to do that anyway, maybe they should have blocked. I wouldn't go super deep on killing a tribe. Attackers, get him at the... No, not get him at the root wall. Okay, so I think they know that I'll take that trade. And they're not interested in that trade. Let's impulse past the Psychatog into... Fire Ice is like fine. STP is probably the take here. Though if I take land, I can actually hold up Counterspell while casting Call of the Herd. So even though I could also just like Fire Ice something. No, I just take land and order these to the bottom. I think I'm actually paid off pretty handsomely for like making my land drops here. Let's go Call the Herd. Green, 1, 2, 3. Any interesting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out for Premodern? For sure, dude. Keep poking. Here, I think I'm actually good to double poke. I want to start using their resources. Of course, if they have a glory, my elephant is not long for this world because they can certainly pitch glory, activate Basking Root Walla. But I need to poke and prod and see when they have it. Pizza Lands, best pre-modern cards. All right, they're not interested in tangoing, so they'll just take 4. You are up. 1, 2, Sylvan Library. Yeah, that's worth a counterspell. We're gonna get busy with the Root Walla. No, okay. Well, now I think I'm gonna full send because they can't pump and pitch. So now I need to be on the aggressive dudes. Trade with an elephant. Block Tog. I have no qualms with you blocking Tog. Okay, I have no effects. Damage. Pitch of Plains, no response. Damage. You should pump that root wall up. They probably should have pumped that. Unless they're going to Arrogant Worm us, doesn't particularly matter. Psychatog. White, black, blue. End step. Not the Amodian versus Neon matchup. Yeah, it's a tight one. Amodian kind of the king of the Mad Dog, green-white madness deck. Everyone's playing this guy's deck. Amodian says, GG's, well played, Amodian. I just kind of had the hand. I had like all the tools that I needed to win the matchup, which is pretty good for me. That deck really threw me for a loop. Yeah, it's a weird one. All right, starting the league 1-0. Love to see it. Okay, cool. We found our round 2 opponent, and I'm even on the play, which you'll love to see. So I'll take it. This hand contains Opt and Psychatogs. It's like not perfect, but it's got a plan. It's to Tog, so we'll keep. Hoping this Opt finds us some cookies. Onslaught foils, hell yeah. All right, Island, go. Yeah, having the Daybreak account has been pretty cool for me. Little mountain, little red deck. My Tog should be good versus red deck. Curse Scroll, yeah, that's going to take a couple turns to get online. All right, let's Opt. City of Brass can get the hell out of here. Gush is perfect. On tap, draw. Fire Ice is great. Stop you in your upkeep. End step. You will not be pillaring me this turn, sir. Ice you, yield through turn. You can bolt me. Yeah, that's fine. Another Gush. Okay, we've got a fucking plan for sure. I will go to 16, however, which I don't love. Cast Tog for a black, blue. No response. I'll take some pain. Here is my Psychatog. There are many like it, but this one is mine. So what's the line here, folks? Chip for 1. Bolt me. Yeah, that's fine. Chip for 1. Get my second island into play. Win on the following turn with Gush. 3. Is this a ball lightning? It's a vortex. Okay. Now I need to count. Can I deal 18 damage? I don't think I can, but we're going to count anyway. We're going to go to 11. Effectively 9, because I don't think I can kill this turn. 1, 7.5. 1, 7.5. 8, 9, 10.5. 11, 12, 13.5. 14, 15, 16 damage. I can bring them to 16. If I cast Impulse first and get them to 17. I think we pull the trigger on the Gush. Portent. Island. Is this a Portent them type of situation? I think it might be. Portent you. Not horribly likely they have a million mana in hand. Goblin Cadets is a blocker, but Seal of Fire and Incinerate are damage producers. Do I shuffle this? Let's see. Sulfuric Vortex is going to bring me to 9. I know this. Curse Scroll, probably not activatable unless their hand is literally full of Fire Blasts. If their hand is Fire Blast, Bolt, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Seal of Fire makes it 8, 9. But they've already used 2 bolts. So if their hand's Fire Blast, Incinerate, same deal. I think this is a shuffle as well. I think I kind of want to put them on having a land. So we will, any order, shuffle. And then do we also Impulse, I wonder? It blinks us to top deck and Counterspell off of our top deck, but I think we have the mana floating, so I'm going to Impulse. STP, we'll take that. Any order. All right, combat. we may attack for 1, bring them to a virtual 17, and then we're going to see if we can connect the dots. This is a very strong sly opener. I'll draw a Portent. Foil, that's a great pickup here. Okay, now we're cooking. God, I fucking love this deck. It's so good, you guys. It's so good. Flame Rift 4 to each of us. So it'll put me at 7, a virtual 5. This is okay. Attackers, end step, go to 5. Now this foil is infinitely castable. So we will play an island out, and then I will... Who needs to hold up Counterspell? Gush, returning island. All right, there's an opt. I guess we convert that as well. Counterspell, don't need it. Go to the bottom. All right, AK for sure. Go to combat. That mana can just float away. Attack for 1. Go to blockers. All right, let's pitch everything except this foil, this island, and this random third card. Discard. Gush. Discard. Psychatog. Discard. Impulse. Let's actually do it like this. Discard. Psychatog. Discard. Island. 3 more points. And that is 13 damage. Fire blast me down to 1. I mean, 1's not dead. Damage? All right, good game. Begin sideboarding. Let's see. Sly. This is the exact reason we play Ivory Tower. Disenchant's interesting. We can think about it. Hydroblast, obvious. Pyroclasm, I think it's fine. Stronger than Call of the Herd, exactly. I think on the play, we want Call of the Herd. On the draw, we want Pyroclasm. That is my current running theory. So 4 cards for sure, potentially 3. What don't we want? Armageddon sucks. Foil sucks. Ops, we can trim 2, which makes space for a couple of Pyroclasms. Do we want to find the third one? I don't hate Counterspell. I just don't love it. I think this is fine. I don't want to overdraw on Pyroclasm. Let's just ship this. Submit. Would have been funny if they had Lava Dart as last card with you being on 1 foil. That would actually be something to play around, huh? That would have been really bad for me. Yeah, I think in that spot we actually are supposed to foil. Okay, this hand contains Stone Cold Nothing. We will mulligan it. This hand contains Ivory Tower. We'll keep this pitching Fire Ice. Pyroclasm kind of does the same thing. Done. You've got a pup. Draw a Gush. Looking for another island. Here's my tower. It'll gain me 1 life, which is more than nothing. Mountain, you can attack. I go to 18. More dudes. Flame Rift for sure. All right, I'll go to 15. AK. Is it Pyroclasm or Portent? Pyroclasms are going to cost me a life. I think I want to get my Ivory Tower going as fast as possible. We're actually going to look for an island. There's an island. We're going to bury the Counterspell, I think. We'll draw the Flooded Strand. No shuffle. We'll play the City of Brass. I'm not excited about it. Draw a card off Portent. Don't Sulfuric Vortex me, opponent. That wouldn't be kind. You may attack. All right, this is just 2. What is this, a Flame Rift? Sirocco. Instant. Prevent 4 life from this card being discarded. No. I will discard the Accumulated Knowledge. I will discard the Gush. I will pay 4 life for the Gush, I think. That brings me to 9. I wonder if I just let this Gush go. No, I take my 4. I keep a Gush. Sirocco is very good. All right, no response. I'll gain nothing to the Ivory Tower. There's another AK. We'll play it, and we'll see if they can kill here. Combat for 2. They also, unfortunately, get to see my Pyroclasm. Grim Lavamancer's fine. End step. We're going to go to 6, which could... No, if they've got Bolt plus Fire Blast, we're dead regardless, right? Island. We'll tap 2. We'll get an AK going. Lightning Bolt me. I can't stop you. Do you have Fire Blast or not? Draw 2. We'll stop myself in upkeep. Next turn. In response to the Ivory Tower trigger, 1/2. We'll return Island. You got a blast? No? Go to 6. Take a draw. There's a Counterspell. Play an island. We'll go to 5. We're going to Pyroclasm. And then pass. My dead opponent? 1. Mog Fanatic. I'm just yielding. I've got nothing for any of this. Can I gain 2? I've gained 2. Draw. Yeah, I'll just hold up a Counterspell now. Pass. 2 mana. Incinerate. Pass. Pass on that. Continue. By the way, I'm counterspelling because they can't hold up Red Blast through this, right? So it's like they have to have Fire Blast plus another point of damage in their hand to kill. Another Mog Fanatic doesn't do it. End step. My turn. I could gain 1, or I could just float 2 and Gush again. Gaining life is like incredibly good here. Yeah, I take 2. Or 3. Can you kill me? Looks like no. Gain 4. Go to 7. Let those float away. There's an STP. We'll go Island. I think I'll Portent my opponent. They're Hellbent. They've got Crypt, Fire Blast, Lightning Bolt. That's a lot of damage. I can technically give them a blink with the Crypt, but after that, those extra cards are going to be real good. I think I'll give them a shuffle, try to get them to draw a land. Then, are we even going to bother with Mox Diamond, or are we just like super chill? Yeah, we're super chill. We're just going to pass. Come on, Ivory Tower, do your job. Nothing like seeing 3 Gush, 2 AK for your tower opener. So stupid. Oh, my opponent's salty. Everyone, Human Work's a salty little player. Draw a Portent. Ooh, AK. Keep that stop set in my upkeep. Attackers, I'll go to 5. Like, Bolt kills here. They're like in a fine spot. Just a land, great. End step. Next turn. On tap. All right, let's AK. Let's make them saltier. Boom. All right, no response. Gains so much fucking life, go to 10, draw for turn. All right, let's go Island. Let's go Mox Diamond. Let's pitch City of Brass. What is this? 8 cards in my hand. Let's just pitch Wonder and pass. Not to mention the other sideboard card. Tough, buddy. I don't know how to help you. Everyone put Human Work down as a chat whiner. Here, in case anyone was wondering. This is what we're dealing with right here. Imagine I draw a second tower. That'd be so good. So salty. Don't be salty, dude. Just play fucking Magic. Yeah, I'll take 2. You're gonna really hate it when I cast this AK to draw fucking 3 cards. Or 4 cards even. Yeah, I don't care about your Grim Lavamancer. End step. Probably concede. I don't know. Boom. Good luck, opponent. It's over. It's so over. Go to 14, draw a card. Salty Sly players like, I didn't know that was a thing. 1, 2, 3. This Tog has flying. You're certainly dead. You have to draw like, I've got a counterspell. It doesn't matter what you draw. Go. I'll pitch a couple Flooded Strands. Strand. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, they're dead. They're dead. We've got flying. It doesn't matter what you play. Attackers. Yeah, that's fine. All right, we'll go to blocks. No. Shoot me for sure. I'll take 1. End step. My turn. On tap. Gain a bunch of life. Draw. Combat. I'm just going to hold up this counterspell so they can't red blast us. Attack you for 1. Declare blockers. All right, here comes my big gun. Discard. Pitch. Another one. Exile 2. 1, 2. Go buy a lotto ticket, buddy. Just lose with some honor and integrity. Don't be such a salty little bitch. All right, let's play some more Magic. All right, found round number 3 opponent, and we are on the play. Or sorry, the draw, the opposite of the play. And this is a double AK hand, so I feel interested in keeping it. Opponent mulligans, which is great for us. Got a Brushland. What is this, Mad Dog or Enchantress? Take a draw. No 1-drop makes me think Enchantress. I think it's play Island, play Diamond, pitch Plains, so I can start the AK train as fast as possible. All right, it's Mad Dogs again. So happy to see this deck taking off. Tap for 2, AK for 1, draw a Tog, I like that. On tap, draw, it's a Gush, play a land. Do we aggressively Tog here, like force them to have it? Or do we farm a bit more? I think we're farming a bit more. Windy, attack for 2, ouch. Take 2, go to end step, let us fetch for an island. Seems to be a lot of angry people on MTGO these days. I guess the reason I'm so annoyed by it is I actually don't see it that often. We're going to tap for 2. We're going to AK for 2. Yeah, they're going to worm, which is fine. I've got something for your worm. It's this fucking Psychatog. I won't even try to foil it. I'm just going to let it go. Hey, NGG's deck looks really cool. Hard to know what to expect from it. Yeah. I'm actually playing against the deck in round 3 again. Those were great games. I kind of just had it game 3. I think that matchup's actually supposed to be pretty close. And I got a little bit lucky in game 3. Can I draw 2 cards? I can. Swords to Plowshares is pretty good. But I think I will... No, we'll Swords here. The opt can wait. Let's just get that. My turn. Psychatog. Let's opt now. I want to see something. All right, put that on the bottom. There's an AK. Well, this makes me want to just pass the turn again, so we will. I guess I could like expose 1 Tog. Emodian here to cleanse this all. Yeah, Emodian, I don't know if you saw it, but my round 2 opponent was playing Sly, and I drew my Ivory Tower against them and a bunch of AKs and Gushes. They got so salty, which give me a break, dude. Come on, get your life together. Hopping on MTGO and having a bad day about it. I wonder if I'm supposed to feed them exactly 1 Psychatog. It doesn't disrupt anything next turn. They don't really have any 4-drops they're playing, so they can like call the herd plus Swords to Plowshares or whatever. But I feel like if I feed them the first one, then I can like do a Gush line next turn and try to protect it with a foil. Alternatively, I can just, no, I think I'm going to pass. Alternatively, I can just do stone cold nothing, draw 3 cards and try to like hold up hard counterspell next to my Psychatog. And that's going to be problematic for them. Now, if they have Glory, if I can't find Wonder, then I'm going to have a problem because Glory is actually a very good card. Wild Mongrel's fine. We don't care about that one. Savannah Lions is also fine, not so much a problem. End step, let's AK. Draw 3. All right, that's basically what we were in the mood for. The only thing that can make this better is an Armageddon. Not quite, huh? Let's go for our line. Do we Portent first? I think it's okay to Portent first, because on the chance that we hit Armageddon... No. Wait, no. Is that incorrect? No, I think we'll hold the Portent, because we're not Armageddoning this turn no matter what. Let's bounce 2 islands. All right, let's play back a Plains. Let's go Psychatog, tap for black, use the blue, and then now we're holding up Counterspell. We could also, instead of going to discard, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to play this Mox Diamond. We're going to pitch a Flooded Strand. And now we can comfortably crank a Portent off on myself. Kind of looking for Wonder at this point. Foil's fine. Fire Ice is all right. I think ultimately these cards are like not what we want them to be. We're just going to shuffle. And then you may go. We also could have double Tog, but I don't think we need to do that. Take a draw off the Portent. STP. Yeah, we'll protect. Counterspell, STP. Got another one? No? Great. Draw. Now their attacks are bad unless they have exactly land glory. Patrol Hound, will I protect? I don't believe I will. Pretty steep cost to foil that. No, I won't. That's fine. Attackers, I just would not do that. End step, my turn. Ooh, Foth. It's pretty good. I think I play land. It'll be a basic island. And then I chill here. Hopefully they don't find glory. We just want to Foth, Impulse, find Wonder that will be lethal. No full send, end step, Foth. If they drew STP, we'll be foiling, I think. All right, no card that we want, but we got a bunch of cantrips, so we can search for it. I'll take the list with the card I can cast right now. I'll choose pile 2. And then we're going to opt. After this, if we don't find Wonder, we're probably just playing Psychatog. Armageddon, put on top. I'll take that. That seems unbeatable. Arrogant Worm, for sure. Once they pay for it, I will just foil it. Foil the worm, pitch, island, pitch, Portent. Well, I think Portent might be slightly better than Impulse here. Impulse. All right, your Wild Mongrel gets bigger. Gush is my best top deck. It's not close. No Gush. Let us, 1, 2, 3, 4, Armageddon. I think I'm going to start poking with my Psychatog now because they can't kill us on a swing back and they can't swing out without dying. So I think and we have lethal currently. What is this? 11, 12 and a half, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and a half. So we're so very close to lethal. I won't show them any cards in my hand. I'll see if they can do the math themselves. Attack you. Let's actually think real quick about what happens. Can they kill us with 3 creatures and then with 4 creatures and 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is the max they can swing for. Wait, I can't actually make this attack, right? Wait, they can't swing out. What am I thinking? So let's say they swing out with everything but 1, right? Say they go all on the mongrel. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I take 8. I drop to 7. Then if I poke them, they block. Then they draw a card and they can attack for 7 again. That's not good. I think being patient here is fine, actually. Okay, main phase 2. We're going to Portent. I think I can Portent me here. If they draw 1 land, I don't know if I truly care. I get trying to lock them out of lands, but I think because I've got Flooded Strands, I can take a partial pile too. Fire Ice seems, all these cards seem pretty bad to me. Okay, any order, yes, shuffle. Flooded Strand, go. Swords to Plowshares plus Plains would be a nightmare. Wonder wins the game on the spot, but they've got a lot of juice in play. I wonder if my opponent could have won this game by attacking a little bit more aggressively earlier, like sacking some creatures to combat. City of Brass is a bad top deck. There's a Cradle. That's pretty fucking good. Curse Scroll for sure. Attackers, I don't believe any work. End step, my turn. Portent, let's Portent moi. You could have taken the Mox or the Fire Ice. I don't know if I wanted the Fire Ice, right? There's a Wonder. Armageddon to the bottom. Center the Wonder. Draw STP. No shuffle. Pass the turn. Draw my STP. Attackers. End step. Draw the Wonder. I don't have a counterspell, but they don't have a white source, so it really doesn't matter. Let's fetch. That'll also give us 26 in the graveyard, which is 13 points of damage. We need the island for Wonder to work. And a quick count. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21. Hitch, Wonder. What are we locked up on, opponent? I don't know if green saves you from this no matter what you do. Go and get a lottery ticket. Maybe I should. Discard, City of Brass. All right, we win. Game 2. On the draw, I think Pyroclasm's still the pick. Disenchant, necessary. I think I still like Ivory Tower Web. Maybe the Ivory Tower is a trap in this particular matchup. No, I think it's just better to like interact with all the creatures, right? Like these is okay. Let's see, what can we take out? Foils look bad. Armageddons, I think, are way less good on the draw. Opt can get trimmed by 1 or 2. Then from there, it's like, do I want to bring in some Call of the Herds? And if I do, what do I want to take out for them? I think the Call of the Herds might actually be good here because it really makes the glory a little bit tricky. They can't just pick a protection color name unless they can double activate. So maybe it's okay to trim a counterspell, to trim the last opt, to trim maybe even another counterspell and bring in calls. It feels like overboarding, but on paper, it looks pretty good to me. At this rate, I wonder if I have too many Pyroclasms. Just curious, why no graveyard hate? This isn't my list. I'm playing someone else's list right now. I could see some number of Phyrexian Furnace in the sideboard, but I just don't think this deck is really sweating the graveyard-centric decks. It's already a Swords to Plowshares counterspell deck versus Reanimator. T-Ged, we're fighting for our lives, but we've got some action. What does Web hit of theirs? Wasteland, sometimes they need to use it for mana. Mishra's Factory. I haven't seen Treetop Village in this deck because tap lands are dangerous, but it's mostly Mishra's Factory. I think on the play I'd rather have Armageddon, but on the draw I'd rather have Web. Submit. How bad is Glory for you? Before I get Call of the Herds, it can straight up just kill me. Like I can't do anything about it. But post board, it gets a little bit easier because of the Call of the Herds. I'll keep this. There's no ramp, but we've got like 2 separate creatures that should be pretty good in the play. Some removal, some Portent, some Fire Ice. It seems fine. I guess if you can get in them, that's partially irrelevant. Yeah, exactly. But getting them on the draw seems tough because I don't want to have a bunch of 4-mana sorceries that don't answer the creatures in my hand when they are the first one to play a land and a creature. Is this just the legendary turn 1 root wallet? It is. That's fine. Well, it's not something I have to swords, meaning that I can set myself up with a Portent right now. Psychatog, not ideal, but not nothing. You know, putting creatures into play in this matchup is good. Is my opponent like double queued? What are we waiting on here? Come on, dude. There we go. Get me an island. Portent me. Yep. These are all cards I'm interested in. Okay, don't want to play the City of Brass, so we'll diamond it into play. We're definitely interested in land number 4, but we've got some draw steps. So we don't need the second swords immediately, so we'll bury that under no shuffle, go. Next turn we can go like island plus the other one, Mox Diamond. Island, Mox Diamond, pitch city, play call. There's a root walla. This might make it better to play Psychatog because they haven't shown a white source. Okay, yeah, I think we'll do that. Island, Mox Diamond, cast. We've got a backup Tog too. 1/2, black, Tog, go. If I find a Wasteland does not have text, glad I pitched that city. They can arrogant worm us, but we sure do have swords to Plowshares and another one coming. Declare attackers, I would not do that. All right, they don't. Opponent very smart. I would almost arrogant worm here. A naturalize? Ooh, that's very good. I don't love that for us. But we've got the Resolve Tog, we've got the Fire Ice, so I'm not going to sweat it yet. 2 STPs that we can't cast. We're almost certainly forced to ice in their upkeep. No combat. Pass to you. Let's go ahead and ice your forest. Get a little bit of an extra draw. You can tap for green, that's fine. Arrogant worm for sure. Good on opponent for identifying how load-bearing that diamond was on my game plan. Now, if I draw a white source, we're right back in it. But until then, it's tricky. Opponent is a big meanie. Great play that might win them the game, but mean nonetheless. Yeah, but like this is the good type of Magic we're signing up for. Opponent understands what matters. I have a rough understanding of what matters. We play to the best of our ability. This is what the game's all about. All right, that's not a white source, but it opens up diamond as a draw, so I'll take it. Yeah, you can attack. I like wouldn't, but you could. All right, another blue source. So now we're just chilling until we can find a white source or a gold source. City of Brass is not a viable top deck because of that Wasteland. Tsabo's Web is. No attacks. Make it as difficult as possible for our opponent to attack as well. We're both locked out of a color, but our opponent's board state's a bit better than ours. But they can attack, which I'm super into. Double Wasteland, sure. My turn, untap Flooded Strand. That is a white source. Pass. I'm not F6ing opponent. Don't look for your equity to Wasteland my Flooded Strand. Brother in Christ. We're probably gonna hit their arrogant worm in their upkeep, just because I don't want them to have white to activate Glory. No combat. End step. Your turn. In your upkeep, fetch. Grab my basic planes, my trusty basic planes. Never leave home without it. STP worm. Continue. Ooh la la. A little bit of a white source. A little bit of an uh-oh. Ooh, it's just a patrol hound. That's fine. It's not a sword, so we take those. Combat looks abysmal for the opponent. Unironically looking for a Tsabo's Web right now. Or like Gush into Wonder might be enough sauce. They're playing pretty slow. I wonder if they're dealing with lag. I don't get the vibe that they're trying to drag ass. I think maybe the client's fucking with them. All right, my turn. Untap, draw another STP. This time I will not wait till upkeep. I will just STP the Wild Mongrel. Still uninterested in pitch Glory, give protection. The Wild Mongrel is now the most dangerous threat in play. Opponent, you're so far ahead on time. Now you're behind. Not that it matters. I don't think this matchup ever goes to time. We're going to hold this island, by the way. If we draw Diamond, Call, the herd gets unlocked, and that lets us start attacking, which is a big deal. Requiem. I honestly don't like playing against Green-White Madness. It seems they always have so many answers. It's definitely a hard deck to beat. I think that's a good thing because it's a new deck to the format and it rules. I like it. I actually like playing against Green-White. I think games against Green-White are just generically enjoyable. I enjoy losing almost as much as I enjoy beating them. I think this deck is a healthy addition to the format and I think it makes our format better. But I can understand not loving getting paired into it. It's a strong deck. Damn, opponent. You're just like taking minutes, buddy. They're either lagging, double queued. I don't think they're being dicks about anything. It's definitely really popular right now. It is. Umodian nailed it. Umodian came up with, and they tuned it. You know, we got to see the evolution of it over the course of a month or two. And it's really become quite the force to be reckoned with. It's like, I think the best aggro deck. And yes, great seeing decks like this show up. Agreed. Yeah, very tough to beat. Also agreed on that. They're at 25, so I'm not counting Psychatog math right now, because like to deal 25, I need 2 gushes from here. And even then, I think I fall short. They just pass, so we chill. Take a draw. All right, another island. We're safe to play an island out, but we're just chilling still. They're going to worm us. We're going to Swords the Worm. Yep, no response. You have an Arrogant Worm. We're almost 20 cards in. We haven't seen a Gush or an AK. We're due to start seeing cards like this eventually. Get that out of here. You got you an STP? Nope, just a Basking Root Walla for sure. If they have a Glory, it's time. It's time to turn the corner for them. If I miss for much longer, they're going to be able to just start beating our face. Continue. Attackies. No attackies. All right, deck, it's time to deliver. Count it. We can get another thing into play. Yeah, we'll do that. Call the herd. Green, blue, blue. No response. They should wasteland this thing, but I'll take the one-time use for green. I'm so stoked that others have taken to it. Never imagined that. Yeah, dude, I think the deck's just good. Like, when I first started playing the deck, I'm like, oh, this is like a nice pivot option for aggro. It's kind of cool. And the more I played, I'm like, oh no, this is just like should be the default best aggro deck in the format. It's like very good. All right, opponent, you have wastelanded me, but this Call of the Herd is coming. 3/3. Now we're a little bit better insulated against the Glory. But if we continue to not draw our Gushes and our AKs and stuff, we're eventually going to get run out of cards here. Oh, they concede. I don't think that was necessary. How far were we from gas? Plasm, very little text unless they tap out. Plasm, AK. They may have been able to win this game. Oh well, we're 3-0. Let's get back in for round 4. All right, we're in round 4 and our opponent's name's Lasagna Larry, so this should be awesome. This hand contains Counterspell, Counterspell, Gush. We can't play the Diamond out yet, but if they're not goblins, if they're not Slide, this hand has some text, so we'll keep it. All right, Lasagna Larry, what type of gamer are you? Flooded Strand for sure. And step my turn. Untap, we'll take a draw. That's not a land, so we'll just play Flooded Strand and pass. Another Strand, that's fine. We're just going to chill. Our opponent's chilling, so we're chilling. Untap, draw, another Counterspell. Land, I'm not going to play this Mox Diamond until I know I can support it. Right now, I can't support the Diamond. Forest, fuck's going on in here? All right, let's fetch for an island. Tap for 2, AK. Armageddon, for sure. Untap, draw. There's a Plains. Interesting. Do I Armageddon this turn? Let me do some math. Can I recover from my own Armageddon is the actual question. I can go Mox Diamond, pitch Plains. No, I can't recover from my own Armageddon just yet. So what I need to do here is play a Plains and chill out for one more turn. Pass. Our opponent does probably not have Armageddon in our range currently. We haven't shown them a Diamond. AK for 2? Interesting. You're good on that. Continue. Plains. Pass. They've got Mana Leak is what I'm playing around here. Opt is a fine draw. All right, blue, blue. Gush. Psychatog, Portent for sure. Mox Diamond. Cast. Pitch an island. White, white. Geddon. You got something for this, buddy? 1, 2. Mana Leak. Foil. AK. That resolves. Draw as many cards as you'd like to. Fetch for sure. How about this Armageddon? AK, draw 4 for sure. You have 10 cards in your hand. Would you like to sacrifice all your lands? All right, cool. Island, tap, Portent, me. Another land, foil, AK. Well, we want the AK, so we'll go bottom, center, top, no shuffle, go. How the hell are they going to convert all these cards? Or are you just going to like an epic discard? You're going to an epic discard. That was an awful way to use your AKs. They should have just waited. I'm not sure why they played it like that. Hi, Shroom, how's it going? Hey, dropped you a DM in Discord. Read it when you have time. Did I not get back to you? I saw your DM. I meant to text you back. I'm so sorry. Let me see if I've got like a written message in Discord. Oh, I haven't yet. Okay, don't worry. I'll get to you. I'm so sorry. We'll play a City of Brass. Will we just drop Psychatog? I think we're just going to hang out. So you're playing like some Bant Sunscape Familiar. That looks like a ramping to me, buddy. That won't be tolerated in this household. Attackers, end step. Let's opt. Island, please. Foil goes to the bottom. There's the island. Draw. Play the island. While we're sitting here, AK is draw 4, but I can AK Counterspell. Yeah, I'm not going to discard. We'll just pass here. Oh, that's so cool. Elfhame Palace. Sunscape Familiar. Let's go ahead and draw 5 cards. Okay, that resolves. Attackers, end step, get the fuck out of here. Not a chance, go away. All right, my turn. Untap, draw. I'd actually would have loved to draw a land here so I could have foil and Counterspell up. So instead of playing Psychatog, I'm going to Portent me. Gush, Shitty Brass Diamond, I'll take all those. It really doesn't matter what order I take him in, does it? I guess for posterity, we want to make sure we get the land. So we'll go, honestly, the same order it's in is fine. No shuffle. Hey, what you got, buddy? What the hell? I need more information about your fucking deck. Beast attack? Opponent is fucking cooking in the kitchen? Fact or Fiction Ray Revelation? We'll bury the beast attack. I don't have anything to raise, so we'll bury the beast attack under the fact, under the ray. We can set it up to make sure we can counterspell the fact. And then we will simply chill. I was playing Future Sight blue, white, green list recently. Super fun just to dig through your entire deck. Oh, I can imagine. No, we're absolutely letting opponent cook. They've got a sick deck here. This is dope deck spotted by Lasagna Larry. Shout out Lasagna Larry. All right, they're missing their land drop, which is obviously insane for us. Go to end step. At the end step, it is time to ice one of our opponent's blue sources. You've tapped for white. Can I go? My turn. All right, time to fucking do everything. Blue, blue, Gush. Blue, blue. All right, we'll play an island back out. We'll play this diamond. Pitch shitty. Then we'll tap for a black, and we'll get this Tog into play. Holding up Counterspell, foil. We'll pitch shitty of brass to hand size. I'm not casting any more spells. I'll just hold everything up, because this is just lethal, and I can counter every combination of spells. Goodbye, city. Continue. They tap for 2. What are they doing here? AK to draw 5? Unacceptable. Sorry, draw 6 even. Yeah, that's completely unacceptable. They're passing to me. All right, time to do some combat math. Oh, yeah, no, that's not happening. Counterspell. All right, I'm done doing math. Bounce these islands. All right, they see it. But you didn't let me draw 7 with this AK. All right, begin sideboarding. Opponent's deck is sick. I'm not exactly sure what I'm worried about, but I think my Armageddons are good. Let's think. Beast attack, Fact or Fiction. It's like a control deck. Disenchant. What could they be? What enchantments could they be playing? What's your opinion of Mox's Gat? Lanny's cooking. Let the man cook. I think that deck is sweet. Is it better than Diamond? I'm not as qualified as Lanny to make that call. I don't feel like it is, but I trust Lanny over myself on all things Groatog. So I'm gonna just say go with Lanny's opinion on it. That dude is good at Magic the Gathering. I think we won't call the herds. Like, I don't think we care about Tsabo's Web or Ivory Tower or Annul or Hydroblast or Pyroclasm. It's just those 3. What don't we want? Horn of Greed exploration thing? That is a thing you can do. That is legal. I don't think we need Wonder, though their deck contains fucking Beast Attack. So there's like that to think about. I can trim like an opt, probably one of my foils. I don't want to get greedy and cut all of them. Maybe like 1 copy of, I don't know. Oh, AK, because we're both AK decks. There we go. Like that. That makes sense to me. They probably do have Sylvan Library. That's actually a really good call. I probably should have brought in the Disenchant. All right, we're keeping our hand, though. It's fine. It's not like perfect, but it's fine. All right, they play land and pass. I have things. Mox Diamond's fine. Play Island. Play Mox Diamond. Pitch Flooded Strand. Go. Fetch with Flooded Strand. I wonder what the play here is. Sunscape? I love Sunscape's familiar. Good for you. Lasagna Larry, if you ever see this video, I fucking love you. We're gonna Impulse. Could just be AK. I don't want to do the first AK, but our opponent certainly has to AK at some point. Alternatively, I could like Portent for Source to Plowshares. Maybe that's better. I'll take the Portent. Any order. My turn. On tippy tap, draw for turn. There's a white source. Let's Portent moi. STP, found it. We'll bury the island under the Portent, under the swords. Set a stop in their upkeep. I will not shuffle. Then we'll play out an island, and I think we're just hanging out. We're just going to try to STP that thing in upkeep. Take a draw. I am horrified of that STP. Continue. AK, I'm glad they AK'd first. Good. Flooded Strand for sure. End step, my turn. Take a draw. We know what it is. It's Portent. I wonder if I can like angle for an Armageddon here. It's close. I think it might just be better to try to Fact or Fiction. Yeah, I like Fact or Fiction a little bit more. I think we're going to do it off the back of a diamond. We get cooked by Powder Keg, but if I'm gunning for Armageddon this game, I think this is the way. Do we just do this now? Feels like we do. We definitely do. We're gonna Fact or Fiction. We're gonna go totally shields down for a moment. All right, lands and spells. No way. It's got to be like land, Portent, opt, Counterspell. Yeah, land, Portent in one pile, opt, Counterspell in the other. They could also go land, Counterspell, but yeah, this is the pile. I think this is the way you're supposed to do it. And I am forced to take this pile. All right, show me what you got on 4 mana, buddy. Don't Powder Keg me or I swear I'll cry. All right, they're just not even playing a land. That's pretty good. Take a draw. It's a Gush. We'll Gush. We don't have a land drop, so we'll try to do a bit of tempo play here. There's an Armageddon. I don't think it's time yet. We'll just play an island back out. Then we'll use a Portent on ourselves. Another Armageddon, another Gush, and STP. I mean, these cards are all good. Sure. I guess we'll try to get rid of the STP. I'll draw these 2. No shuffle. Then I'll use all my mana by opting. And I'll keep, I was supposed to wait to opt. I was supposed to let that mana flow away. I'll take the extra Armageddon because it's probably so fucking good in this matchup. And then we just chill. Draw off Portent. Man, I really don't want to draw this STP, but maybe they'll play like a thing. They don't. Okay. End step, my go. Well, now we're just setting up, like next turn we can go Counterspell plus Armageddon. So we're just setting that up now. They fetch, which is fine. What you got on 3? AK number 2? Intuition. Okay, that's fine. Land. Intuition for 3 lands. 3 green sources. Hell yeah. land. You got it. Lasagna Larry is my hero. I want to meet him in real life. They fetch here. 1, 2. Wall of Roots. This is okay. Attackers. End step. We go white swords the wall. My turn. So I can't do the Armageddon trick this turn. Now I can. Let's go 1, 2 and Gush. And now we got a foil to back it up. This is so fucked. White, Armageddon you. Want a mana leak? All right, that just worked. Island, Mox Diamond, pitch Shitty of Brass, go. Now we're just looking for a clock. All right, they are doing nothing. Literally just looking for a clock here. Yeah, sorry, opponent. And we drew an AK. AK for 2. Nice, pass. All right, they're going to discard. Love to see it. Deep Analysis, not a bad discard to be fair. Lands, at what point am I just hard casting Gush? All right, we'll go to end step. We're just going to cast this Gush. All right, found another Gush. There's my Tog. Now we're going to close the game. City of Brass for sure. Land, 1, 2, and black Tog. You may go. Green source. They could fog us and step. Yeah, they concede. Yeah, they got a little unlucky there. They didn't draw enough lands. Well, we're currently 9-0 if you count the first league I played with this deck. If we can 5-0 this, I'm gonna walk into LobsterCon with like a water gun and insist that I'm allowed to play league match. All right, this hand contains double diamond AK Armageddon. I don't like the double diamond, but I like the Armageddon. I think I'll keep this hand. One of the weaker hands we kept today, but depending on the matchup, this could be very good. This does not look like the matchup for it, but we fight anyway. STP is quite good. We're going to go Mox Diamond. We're going to pitch the Flooded Strand. We're going to get an island into play, and we're going to pass the turn. We need to start converting AKs. This is definitely not the matchup this is not the hand for the basic mountain matchup for sure. They don't do anything. These are gorgeous mountains. PM Arnie, wonderful choices. AK, all right, that's good. Untap, draw island. Okay, now we're out of land. So now we're in a tough spot, but that tough spot goes away the second we draw an island. So we're gonna sit tight. Here comes the Eternal Dragon. Is this Rifter? Okay, well, Armageddon should be good then. Looks like we're playing against Rifter. Attackers, end step, my turn, land. City of Brass. I think I'd rather play a diamond. Cast, pitch the city, go. Yeah, this is Rifter. Please don't disenchant me. Okay, secluded step's fine. Continue. Island, unbeatable draw. Attackers, end step, draw my unbeatable draw. Unbeatable draw, fetch. Go grab island. Tap for 2. Gush. I don't like all the swords to plowshares I have, but I will take the Armageddon. Get in you. Renewed Faith for sure. No response. Blow them all up. Go. All right, they have a tapped land. That's sick. Pass to me. I untap, draw City of Brass. Land, go. The problem with this Armageddon is we don't have a clock, so we're going to be grinding for a while. In order to win this game, I suspect we may need our second Armageddon because we can get all of our lands into play. I can like feed them a wonder. Let's see if they like have swords. Try to get them to trade stuff. Disincentivize them from cycling an E-Dragon. They cycle Renewed Faith, so I still have a wonder. Wait 1 week and Lanny will have a Mox's version of this. Yeah, and it'll be better than this too. All right, they're finding lands. There's the STP. That's fine. There's a Tog. We ball. Yeah, we ball. Do we ball? We ball. Tog, go. Got another one of them STPs? Looks like no. I've got STPs. I mean, I don't know about you. 1, 2. Rifter. Lightning Rift. 3. Slide. Swords? Yeah, it's gone. Rift. There's the Lightning Rift. So it comes down to, can we draw? Okay, there's a piece. AK for 2. Draw my 4th swords for sure, dude. F6. This is how this deck loses. You get the MTGO top decks. I mean, to be fair, we're never going to lose to a Turtle Dragon or an Exalted Angel. No, I don't want to open Google Chrome. All right, opponent, show me some sauce. About to put their whole deck to work in the fields. Yep, very true. All right, they're cycling. Yeah, they're gonna, until I draw a way to like answer anything, this Rifter is gonna put a clock on us. Another AK, perfect. Draw 3. All right, there's a Gush. Let's Portent ourselves. Kind of just looking for, Mox Diamond, Island, Portent. I don't think so. We'll just shuffle that. We're kind of just looking for another Armageddon into a Tog, right? I suppose it's better to play a City of Brass than it is to go to discard, so we'll just pass. Gush, foil up. They've already used 2 swords to plowshares. Ooh, Fire Ice. Okay, that's interesting. Probably just cycle it. Cycle the Eternal Dragon for sure. So is that their 4th one? That is their 3rd one. 3rd Eternal Dragon. Ouch. Play a land for sure. End step. Let's go ahead and ice the plains. White, blue. Draw an island. We'll just take an untap here. Draw a counterspell. Counterspell will eventually be fine. For now, we're just going to play an island, and we're going to go to discard. Unironically looking for second copy of Armageddon. Because the Rift, we have no way to get it out of play main board. Even post board, it's just a singleton Disenchant. Factory is a cool one. So, Forgotten Cave, Stat Factory, yeah, Tsabo's Web's going to be incredible in this matchup. If we're going to Gush, we're going to do it on our turn. There's a Mox Diamond. Let's get a Gush going. Geddon. No luck. There's a Factor Fiction. Let's play a Diamond. Pitch Flooded Strand. Let's tap for 2 more. And let's, you know what? Nah. We've got 9. Pitch Island, pitch Swords. Nah, I'm not going to bother overdrawing here. We'll just do it on their turn. It's still going to take them like a while to beat us. End step, you go. There's a Decree. Well, now I don't have to discard. I can just like beat up a couple Decree tokens. Or I guess we're just beating up 1 Decree token. Swords to Plowshares. No response. Next turn, pitch 1 island. 5, buy back the Eternal Dragon. I like it. I like the energy. No land drop, but they could be holding it for a future Armageddon. Let's fact or fic. Gush, Counterspell, opt, impulse. 0 chance that's correct. I'll take this pile. Then I'll fetch, grab an island, tap it. Let's opt, bottom the Counterspell. Cast opt, bottom the island. Go to our turn, untap, draw, clock. There's another AK. We're going to main phase an impulse. There's a Tog, we'll take that. And we'll protect it with our lives. Land, 1, 2, black, Psychatog, go. We will pitch, what do we have now? 9. Swords to Plowshares plus impulse. We're running out of cards. Like, we're just running out of cards at this point. Forge, for sure. Okay, opponent, let's do some shit. Cast Wrath of God. How many Swords of Plowshares could you possibly have right now? Oh, you're going to try this game. You don't want this game. You don't. I promise you, you do not want this smoke. Swords, Gush. Yeah, you can deal 2 to the Tog. No response. It takes 2. You've drawn a card. Passing? Great. End step. I'll AK on my turn, not theirs. Untap, draw. It's another Tog. Let's AK. Looking for Armageddon. No Armageddon, but we've got like infinite interaction. We just go for it. Combat. Oh, we should have Gushed first. We could have Armageddoned if we found it. Attack for 1. Blockers. Activate the factory. I'll respond. Right, yeah. Ice the factory. All right, you've activated it. What now? Blockers. Before damage, let's Gush. There's the Geddon. Found it. We go all in because we've got, let's see, what do we need to keep here? Counterspell for swords. Counterspell for swords. They can't have anything else. Just in case, can we keep foil plus island plus pitch card? What does that give us? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 20. Yes. Yes. Discard Armageddon. Discard Portent. Discard Island. Discard Portent. Discard Psychatog. Discard Foil. 7 plus 15. So that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we need to go discard Swords. Discard Island. And now we've got 9 plus, what is this, 16? So 9 plus 16 is big number. It's 25. Yeah, that'll do. Open this up. Exile 2. 1, 2. I think they're just burning our clock at this point, which is like fine. They're in ahead by even close to enough for that to matter. Damage. Swords. I've got it. Another Swords. I've got it. A 5th Swords. I've got it. If they cycle Renewed Faith, we just pump it more. Renewed Faith? For sure. All right. Discard Psychatog. Discard. They've only got 1 up, so I can just discard this Swords. And they're going to gain 2. Exile 2. I think they're just now I think they're time wasting, which is really annoying. All right, you're at 27. This is 28. How we feel? GG. All right, Rifter. Web. I think Call of the Herd's interesting. I don't think I want Pyroclasm versus the cycling dude. I don't think that's that important. Disenchant, maybe? Annul? I don't know. Hydroblast, potentially. What do you think, chat? Pyroclasm, too narrow just for Decree, right? Annul is a pain when I play Rifter. Is it? Swords, Fire Ice are bad. I think that some amount of Swords is mildly necessary, like the first and second one I think are justifiable. We're certainly cutting 2 of them. I think we're certainly going Swords down, Op down, Foil's pretty bad. And then it's like, do we want Hydroblast and Disenchant? Do we think Annul is good? I'm not actually convinced that Annul is good. Like, I don't know if I care about Lightning Rift. Like, legitimately, I'm just not sure if I care about it. Typically, this deck plays 1 copy of Slide. So maybe because of that, we can, like, I don't know, trim another Opt, play, maybe ignore Hydroblast, get Disenchant in, then trim, like, a Fire Ice, get an Annul in, trim the last Opt, get an Annul in, something like this. I think this could be okay. 3 Annuls seems heavy. And then if we like lose to if they confirm to us they have Slide in their deck, we can take the calls out and go up on other stuff. Yeah, this seems okay. Submit. This hand contains Armageddon. We've got Armageddon Portent. Yeah, we'll keep. If we had a Gush, we probably have to mulligan because we aren't set up for it at all, but this is like fine. Yeah, you've got a Tormod script. Players think Tormod script is better than it is in this matchup, and like Psychatog matchups. Portent me. Looking for lands. Lands and diamonds. That's all of it. Okay, we'll bury the Annul. Yeah, I think we need the diamond. I think we could go a turn without playing it. We could like play the island. I don't think we need to jam out Tog super quick. So maybe we want to draw the Annul just in case of the Astral Slide, because they probably gonna rift us this turn. Or maybe they just get in the factory. Just like meaningful. Yeah, always love seeing Crypt. Furnace I'm actually worried about, but Crypt I'm like, okay, sure. We'll go diamond, Annul, island, no shuffle, go. Draw island. You do what? Plains for sure. Get busy with factory. I respect that. Just like understanding what matters. I think now I'm not saying they're dumb for bringing in the Crypt. I don't think that at all. It's just one of those cards. It's like you really need to have a reason to bring it in. And I think the reason here is like maybe there's stuff in their deck they want out so bad. I could see being the linchpin for that movement. Plains, tap for 1, tap for 2. Seal of Cleansing. Yeah, I'm going to play a diamond, so I guess we're annulling. All right, my turn. I guess I'll feed them. Let's do a diamond. Let's pitch a plains. Let's feed them a Psychatog. No, let's feed them a Call of the Herd. Might incentivize them to crack their crypt super aggressively. Green, whatever, one of these. Yield. Here's a 3/3. It tangos with the factory nicely. Bait with Elephant seems good. Cycle Step is good. Red Rift, absolutely. So now we're racing. I like racing. My turn. Untap draw. Another diamond. No lands with which to cast the diamond. So we will actually main phase an Impulse. There's a land. We'll take it. Any order these to the bottom. Now I think I'm kind of interested in just like sandbagging all of my mana sources. I'm not going to play out a diamond. I think that's going to be too obvious. They could play Powder Keg. That really blows me out. I think I'm actually just going to take a step back, do whatever we want. What, he traded Crypt for what might be worse than Crypt? Maybe. They're cycling. Are they going to deal some damages? They are. I take it. It hurts, but I take it. Pop the Crypt. I like that. As far as using Crypts goes, if all it does is get half of a Call of the Herd, that's better than trying to utilize it against, ooh, and they're going to get busy with Factory. Okay, so we're definitely just going to like get in here, force them to rebuild, hopefully find a Gush. Gush would make this insane. Okay, that's not fair. 1, 2, Gush. Okay, cool. Diamond, cast it, pitch, island. Take some damage. Let's go. White, Cascaden, tap this for whatever. No response. All right, combat, get in there. Pass the turn. Do your thing. Little mountain action. Ain't never hurt nobody. All right, island. Now we have to be concerned with Red Blast. I'm just going to play another Call of the Herd. Worth taking 1 to bluff Annul there? Nah. There's no enchantment they can cast for 1 mana. Your $10K deck is not so bad. Don't be salty. If it makes you feel any better, Arnie, I just straight up own the deck in paper too. Let's play this Call of the Herd. Green, green, blue. End step, go. Oh, you're right. I took the 1 just because my brain is a monkey brain. And my thought was like, oh, use the land before it gets blown up. But I did take 1 damage for absolutely no reason. Cycle Spark Spray for sure. They're on a 2-turn clock. Might be a little stronger than my $10 deck, not sure yet. I don't think Arnie's being salty. I think Arnie's being funny. I take it back. All right, combat, beep, beep, damages. Also just like, it's not even the 10K deck thing. It's like, Rifter hates the card Armageddon. If I didn't have Armageddon in my deck, I think he'd eventually win. I'll take 2. You got it. Go. I have Counterspell. It's not good for you. Playing Cycle Eternal Dragon? For sure. They're probably thinking, oh, we'll swords and get out of this. I have the Counterspell. Okie dokie. Not a chance. Cancel. Excuse me. I would like a blue mana. Thank you. Counterspell. Yield. Combat. Opponent says congrats. Ayo, we got him. Well, here's the thing, guys. If you're watching this on Fluorescent Fungus, we just 5-0'd a league where we dropped exactly 1 game. If you missed me talking about it earlier, the league we played with this deck yesterday, we 5-0'd without dropping a single game. So 4 games, we are, what is this, 10? We are 20-1 for games with this deck. For rounds, we are 10-0. I am not that good of a player. I'm a fine player. I think I represent especially these blue-based Gush decks accurately. I think if you watch me play them and you're a good Gush player, you can get an accurate representation of kind of how the deck plays. Maybe not so much in other archetypes, but I feel confident in these types of archetypes. I'm going to be real with you. This deck's insane. It seems very good. It's like Grow Tog evolved and eventually merged into a perfect hybrid. Yeah, Grow and Tog. Yeah, Grow Tog. It's like borrowing all the right elements from you know, T-Ged/Grow, depending on what angle you want to look at it from. This deck's incredible. I have no notes. I simply have no notes. It feels like over the last 2 leagues, I've gotten so much use out of every sideboard card. David, or David, however you pronounce your name, if you're the architect of this deck, phenomenal work. It was insane. Would I replace Ivory Towers? No. Every time I play against Sly, they win me the game. They're like, it's so good. This deck's awesome. I've got nothing for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Congrats to Emodian in chat. Out of 20 games over the course of 10 rounds, you were the only one to take a game off this deck. And I don't think it's me. I think this deck's that good. So I'll add this to the Twitter post. You know, two trophies in a row. This deck's cracked. Little flabbergasted. Thank you guys. If you're watching this on Fluorescent, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'll see you next time.